Hello, and thanks for tuning in. I'm Larry Tritel, and welcome to Great Music Stories. These are some stories and tidbits about the legendary jazz trumpeter and vocalist, Louis Satchmo Armstrong. Born Louis Daniel Armstrong in New Orleans, Louisiana in 1901. In his youth, Louis was a bit of a troublemaker, and at age 12, without asking anyone, he took his grandfather's revolver and fired it into the air. He was arrested and had to spend some time at a juvenile camp where the conditions were really awful. A few years later, he became involved with a prostitute who ended up stabbing him in the shoulder. Louis's mom was so upset by what this girl had done to her son, she nearly choked the girl to death. Although a lot of people called him Louis, he really preferred being called Louis. His musician friends and people who really knew him called him Pops. He got that nickname because he'd often forget people's names and call them Pops. So it got turned around on him. Armstrong is probably most well known for his song, "What a Wonderful World." Interesting fact, first the song did much better in the UK than it did in the USA. For some reason it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. The president of ABC Records at the time, Larry Newton, didn't like the song and he wouldn't promote it. It was written by Bob Thiel and George Weiss in 1967. Weiss says he wrote this song especially for Louis because he was touched by the way that Armstrong had the ability to bring people together of all different races. How great is that? I hope you enjoyed this story. Till next time, remember what the great Ian Anderson said, "Life's a long song, but the tune ends too soon for us all."